I am in Talkeetna, Alaska, and I am making a video that I was actually not expecting to make. My dad is in town, and we talked about flight seeing around Denali, hadn't committed to it, but we came up to Talkeetna today, which is where a lot of these tours leave from, and he saw the mountain. He's like, should we do it? And I was like, I am never going to say no to that. So we are about to embark on a flight seeing trip literally around Denali. We're doing the grand tour with K2 Aviation, where we will be seeing Denali from all sides, and I'm very excited about that. We're actually about to leave and get our Glacier boots on. We're hoping to be able to do a Glacier landing if weather permits. Very thrilled to be here right now and to fly up and see Denali from the air. I just have no other words besides I'm very excited, and let's go see Denali. We got our Glacier boots on, and the planes are right here, and we are getting ready to take off. Nice and cloudy down here, so we're hoping it's less cloudy up there.
We don't want anyone to have to deal with these staircases of death out front, so even if you're sitting co-pilot, please just stick to that back door.
We're officially taking off. We're on our plane. I don't know if you can hear me. I can't hear anything because I have these headsets on. We are moving and we are taking off. It's about a 2-hour flight and a hopeful Glacier landing. We started out by flying through the Talkeetna Valley with mountains surrounding us on 3 sides. It was so cool to be able to look down on all the rivers and lakes from above. The pilot does a great job of explaining what you're looking at, but it's impossible to absorb it all at once. You'd have to take this flight multiple times to remember all of the information, in my opinion. This wide valley separates the Talkeetna Mountains from the Alaska Range, which includes Denali. We even had our first views of Denali pretty soon after takeoff. This is an amazing way to see more of Denali National Park, but still only scratching the surface, since the park is over 6 million acres in total. Despite having the tallest mountains in North America, the Alaska Range only has 4 of the 20 tallest peaks in Alaska. The other 16 are in Wrangell St. Elias. We got really lucky with the weather, with just a few clouds, but still being able to see the peak of Denali. Here we're flying over the Great Gorge of Ruth Glacier, which is the glacier we will be landing on. This is one of the deepest gorges in the world. The ice is almost 3,700 feet deep. We are out here on the Ruth Glacier. It's just kind of surreal to be standing here looking at Denali and Denali looking tiny because we're so close to it. We're, what she said, about 7 miles away from Denali right now. But it's beautiful. And I felt a little bit of motion on that plane, I'm not gonna lie. But I shoveled down a protein bar real quick and it fixed it, so just keep that in mind. But this is just beautiful. Insanely beautiful. The flight back to Talkeetna from the glacier landing is only about 15 minutes, which is nowhere near enough time to process how much we had seen and done in that short amount of time. The flight back really showed off the fall colors. This was filmed in September, and fall in Alaska is short and sweet. The glacier on the left contrasted against the foliage on the right was an incredible sight. This was a little bit different than our usual vlogs in the sense that I didn't talk as much as usual. I just included mostly scenery and video of what we were seeing, because I feel like the scenery kind of just spoke for itself. That was incredible. I would highly recommend this experience. Financially, it's a little bit heavy. It's about $500 a person to do the grand tour around Denali and the Glacier landing. There are cheaper options. I think it gets down to about $300 a person or so if you do a shorter flight. I would say definitely try and budget and get this in, visiting Alaska, because getting to be up there in that range versus just seeing it is a completely different experience. It makes you really appreciate the mountains more. And we are back in the car, getting ready to go home. What did you think?
What's that now?
I said I'm asking for your opinion.
I can't hear anything.
His ears haven't been popping very well
right now. We had a great time on this flight up to Ruth Glacier to fly around Denali, Mount Denali. What an experience.
We're going to drive home to Anchorage, so whopping 2-hour drive home from this. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the beautiful views of Denali and the surrounding mountains, and we'll see you in the next one.